your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? It's your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell. Every time I post up new content, I'm sorry, damn it. No. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, y'all know like what I usually say, but instead of me saying it in its original context, I'm gonna actually like really change a word out of it. So hold on for a minute, cause this ain't doing what it's. Okay, I guess it is. So, so. I'm sorry for laughing, but this shit is motherfucking ridiculous. So, what we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for intelligence. Uh, I really saw this yesterday, but I didn't really like just watch it. You know, shout out to Officer Tatum uh, with this video. And yes, I do have my tasty beverage because it is now 10 to 12, which is early enough, or late enough for me. So, can anybody really answer this question? What was the last thing that Slim Thug produced? Right? I mean, because like the only hit that I know that he did was Like a Boss. And this is why I titled this show the way that I did, because that shit, what he said, he ain't no motherfucking boss. He a goddamn simp for saying that shit. Apparently, this motherfucker ain't learned shit from Barack Obama. Right? He get on there talking about, well, I can understand white folks and either in any other race voted for Trump. But this motherfucker, he came out and said, look, I don't know her policies, but I'm gonna vote for her just because she black, knowing damn well that she ain't. And it just goes to show that they talk about how wicked the music industry is. And Slim Thug just showed you that. He gonna so he want to sign off on somebody that he don't know shit about her policies, but he gonna sign off on it. Probably like how you did that goddamn contract that you did back in the day. Really didn't know the ins and outs of the contract, but it was just for the simple fact it was probably the most money that you ever seen right off in your lifetime, unless you was out there slanging that shit, right? And then guess what the fuck you did? You just signed your name on the dollar line, and then you wondering why you ain't getting as much money as what you should have got because motherfucker, you didn't read the goddamn contract. You just signed off on some shit. Just like you signed it off on motherfucking Kamala Harris. Right? But then again, it's like I said, this goes back to what I just asked. What was the last thing that Slim Thug did? 9 times out of 10, him, just like DL and Ricky Smiley, right? And especially Ricky Smiley because he's too big and that damn frat brother this and sorority sister that type of bullshit, right? And God knows what down low Hughley is doing, right? So so my whole deal is, I'm just like, why? I mean, damn, dog. And it sounds like that you was either drunk or high, or a combination of both, when you made that statement, right? And then probably 9 times out of 10, depending on how viral it went, and everybody gonna comment, gonna look at you, you dumb motherfucker, you, right? Then you gonna act like really about, oh well, blah 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 blah, you know. And it be like, look, too late for that motherfucker, right? You sound just as bad as what DL Hughley said about Janet Jackson. And I'm just saying, y'all already know I can't stand DL, ignorant motherfucker, right? I'm just like, dog, shut the fuck up, man. Like, really? Talking about that's coming from somebody that has the nose of a white woman. Well, have you taken a look? Have you actually went and looked at yourself in the mirror lately, DL? Because you're about at least 2.5 shades lighter than me, right? So let's just say that who did your grandparents fuck, or who did your grandparents or your great grandparents fuck many years ago, right? So let's not. So I'm just saying, DL, let's not take that route, okay? Because you're actually like really living proof that somebody of an extremely lighter shade, right, was in your motherfucking family, right? So if you gonna say that, you and Janet might be kinfolk. If you gonna say that, or you mad that I don't know, maybe your great great grandfather was white, and then you mad because he went over there, right? So go take your ball, go home, or go back to your motherfucking podcast, shut the fuck up, and come. Right? Plain and simple. But getting back to this Slim Thug shit. But to be perfectly honest with you, I'm just like, okay, why is this motherfucking news? Like, if you actually stop and think about it for a minute. Yes, I'm talking about it, but I'm just like, see, this is almost like one of those false alarm fires, right? Just because you hear the fire alarm, when you hear the smoke alarm go off, you like, ah, fire. When all what the fuck you gotta do is take the shit off the stove, right? And then everybody came out and be like, okay, what the fuck we come out of here for? It's almost like a goddamn fire drill, if you will, just to see like, okay, well, you know what? We made that in record time, so we not gonna fuck with you, right? That's this basically this all what the fuck this was, right? So, and then to my understanding, it's some new shit out there with Kamala Harris and who the fuck her parents really are, or her grandmother, if indeed there was her grandmother. Just like say, I mean, I just heard of it, and hey, guess what? It is, it is what it is. I'm really not gonna get into that, but it's quite obvious that Slim Thug and all the rest of these bastards, right? They didn't learn shit from Barack Obama, right? And so I'm just like, what are you raggedy motherfuckers gonna learn, right? Just because you think they are a certain skin color, that don't mean that they actually really gonna do right about you. Because the late great comedian Richard Pryor said it best when he was down there in New Orleans. Because he was just like, uh, it's strange being down here in New Orleans because you can't tell what no motherfucker is down here. Because that motherfucker said, he said, you motherfuckers look white and be black, right? And so, and that's the key, right? These motherfuckers look white, but they ain't black. They look white and they look white and they act white. So I'm just like, can that shit somewhere else, right? So, and just like I said, I watched another video, and the guy on there, people were saying like, well, a lot of people are actually really saying that they want to vote for Trump, but they don't want to get in front of no camera and say that, well, hey, I'm voting for Trump because they don't want to catch no backlash from their family. And so, but I'm just here to tell you, and my family knows this, right? I'm letting it be known. I'm voting for Trump. I could give a good goddamn who gets pissed off in my motherfucking family. This is my goddamn vote, right? Put it like this, if it'll keep that bitch out of office, then yeah, I'll vote for Trump 20 times. So, and then, just like I said, I let it be known. Everybody in my family know, look, I got the paperwork already. All I got to do, come tomorrow, I'm going to drop that shit off. So, I'm just telling y'all, I can give a good goddamn who get mad. You can go suck a fat baby's balls. You can lick the crack of my asshole and tell me how it tastes. I gives a good goddamn. Like, really. Right? Because I ain't got time for nobody telling me, well, we going to give you $50,000 to start up a business, and then you ain't tell me where you going to get the $50,000 from, right? And then you going to be like, okay, well, what if the motherfucking business fails? Then guess what? You just out of motherfucking $50,000. And then who's to say that they actually really going to take that $50,000 and start a business? Right? And the same thing with okay, well, we know you young, so we're going to give you 25 grand as a down payment to help you to help you buy a house, right? So again, where is money coming from? Where is money coming from? You motherfuckers, y'all too busy giving money to the goddamn Ukraine. You too busy giving motherfucking money to these illegal migrants that y'all let in. So where is money gonna come from, Kamala? Or is it for the simple fact that you know something that a lot of motherfuckers don't know? Let's just say for shits and giggles that you actually really paid attention to August 15, 1971. Or even earlier than that, March of 1933, when FDR was in office. Maybe you know just a little bit more about the Gold Standard Act than the average American knows about. Maybe it's just for the simple fact that you know that all this money is nothing more than motherfucking monopoly money. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Right? Or if you laying on that 10% income tax. And God forbid if you land on Boardwalk or Park Place. So what's really going on, Kamala? Right? What you know that we don't know? Or what you know that a lot of motherfuckers don't know? Because see, I know the goddamn game. All right? It's be like that one thing that they said in Professor Griff's Pawns to the Game. He said, I understand the games and the tricks. I know that filing the income tax is bullshit, right? And just like I know, money has not been worth a damn since 1971, if not earlier. All what the fuck you motherfuckers doing is just printing money with no substance behind it. So yeah, Slim Thug, right? Like a simp, because you most definitely ain't no motherfucking boss. Not with that bullshit you just said. So hey, it is what it motherfucking is, people. Y'all gonna have to excuse me, but you know, when bullshit comes my way in the form of Kamala Harris or come all over her face, my sinuses tend to act up. So guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'm gonna holler at y'all.